Hello kids. Now we entered into our third block. Now tell me, what are we going to learn? Do you know what we are going to learn today? We are going to learn to ask questions before, during and after reading a story. Means asking the questions. So what are we learning? That is a answer, question. So here we are going to learn how to ask the questions. So before, let us see. Today we are going to learn basing on WH. Okay. So what are the words on WH? What? When we use the word what are we going to learn? Means if we want to know something, we use the word what? What is your name? I want to know. What does your father do? I wanted to know. What are you doing? So something if we want to know, we use the word what. By using what, we ask a question. Now, if you are going to know about some place. So to know place, then we use the word where. Where are you going? I am going to market. I am going to school. Where are you going? So, wherever if you want to know about a place, you use the word where. Do you know where the lions live? Yes, the lions live in the forest. So, if we want to know the place, whatever it might be, then you want to use the word where. If in a sentence, if you find some place, if you want to know about that place, then also we use the word where. Next comes why. You want to know reason for something. To know reason for something. Something is there. We are talking about something. For that something, the reason. A boy is crying. Why is the boy crying? So, something is happening there. Why that is happening? The reason. To know something is different. What is the boy doing? The boy is crying. Means we are going to learn that. We are knowing that the boy is crying there. But here, we are knowing the reason for crying. Okay. What is the boy doing? Why is the boy crying? Means we know what he is doing there. Means we know something. What is that something we know here? Then the reason for that something we use the word why. Now if you want to know about the person, the boy is crying, I said. Now you can say who is crying. I am talking about a person. So you can say who is crying. So why do we use who? To know about the person. To know about some person, anyone. Then we want to use the word. So, if I want to know when the boy is crying, is it in the morning, afternoon or evening? So, the timing, if I want to know the timing, then I want to use the word when. So, when is used? To know about the timing. So, we are going to know the time. When are you going to school? When are you coming to school? When did you leave this place? So all this according to the timing. When the timing, maybe I came to school on Sunday. We went to tour on Monday. So if you know the timing like Sunday, Monday, even those are the timings. To know the time, then we use the word when in asking the questions. So these all sentences you are supposed to know the usage. If you know the usage, then you can use them properly wherever They are necessary. So try to practice these words by asking many questions so that you will be habituated to use these words. So basing on this, let us read the lesson by asking more and more questions. Okay, children? Are you children? Open your textbook, page number 20. So today let us read the lesson Ben's Christmas Wish. Can you see the heading here? Ben's Christmas Wish. Genre. Above the heading it is there. Genre. Genre means what type of story it is. It is a realistic fiction. Fictions are the stories which are not real. Then what is realistic fiction? It means that though it is not real, it seems as if it is really happened. That means it is a story which is not happening. Means it doesn't happen, but normally the children in their mind or think that such things may happen. So after reading the story, we can understand why we call it a realistic fiction. And below the heading, can you see the keywords? So read the keywords. Christmas, believe, decorate, shed, together, wish. So write these keywords in your notebook as hard words. Okay, now let us move to our next page, page number 21. As we discussed earlier, for each and every page, let us go on asking many questions basing on the sentence. Okay, now see the text which is there under the picture. Ben was sad. Now, by seeing that they are talking about a person, so what word can we use? We can use the word who. Now, what must be the question? Who was sad? So, Ben was sad. So, by seeing one line, we can say who was sad. Dad was going away on work. So, here they are talking about a person. Now, we can ask who was going away on work? The answer will be Dad was going away on work. Now see the third line. All the way from England to Australia. Now where is Dad going? So places. England to Australia. They said that Dad was going away on work to England to Australia. So it is a place. So we can use a question by where. Where was Dad going? Now we can say Dad was going from England to Australia. See the fourth line. He wouldn't be home for Christmas. So they are talking, he means about a person. Now we can ask a question like, who wouldn't be at home for Christmas? Then we can say, Dad wouldn't be home for Christmas. Even if we want to know the reason about the dad, why wouldn't be Dad at home for Christmas? So if we say why wouldn't be Dad at home for Christmas, then we can say the answer as the reason Dad was going to work, so he wouldn't be at home for Christmas. Means we are giving the answer for the reason why. So in this way, we can use the words what, where, why, who and when, and we ask the question. We can ask the question according to the line given. So for each line we can frame one question. So let us go to the next page, page number 22. So here can you see two pictures and something written there. Okay, let us see the first picture and the text beside it. Ben loved decorating the Christmas tree with Dad. Now let us ask a question. Who loves decorating the Christmas tree? So we can say Ben loved decorating the Christmas tree. Here who means person. So we are talking about a person. Who loved. So according to the verb given, loved is a verb. It is a work. That's why we can say who loved. Ben loved, we can say. Now let us move to the second picture. They would build a snowman together. They would build a snowman together. So here they are talking about Ben and his dad. So they are persons. So when we are talking about persons, what word we want to use to ask a question? We use who. Now, who would build a snowman together? So if we ask the question, who would build a snowman together? The answer will be Ben's father and Ben. We can say Ben's father and Ben would build a snowman together. So for every sentence we can ask the question by using what, where, why, who and when. So let us go to the next page, page number 23. Now can you see the first picture? Even by seeing the picture also we can ask some questions basing on the place, basing on the time, basing on the person or something else, whatever we wanted to know. Okay, so let us see the picture and let us ask some question. Who do you think came to Ben's house? So when we are seeing a person, then we can say, who do you think came to Ben's house? Where is Ben standing? So here we want to ask some about place, then I can say, where is Ben standing? So according to that we can use the words and we can ask questions even seeing the picture. Now let us read the text. But not this time. What does that sentence mean? Do you understand? Means every time Ben's father and Ben, they build a snowman together, but not this time. Means now they are not going to build a snowman. Now Ben and his father are not going to build a snowman. Do you know the reason? Yes, they told that Ben's father is going to England. Yes, from England to Australia. He is going on a work from England to Australia. Because of that, Ben was unable to build a snowman with his father. Now what is Ben going to do? Now let us read. Ben waved goodbye as Dad left for the airport. See the question? What did Ben do when his father left for the airport? See, we used when, what, two words. What did Ben do? So it is to know about something, and when means we are asking the time. Okay, so now what did Ben do here? Ben waved goodbye to his father who is leaving to airport here. So again one more question. Who is going to the airport? Ben's dad was going to the airport. He left for the airport from the house. Okay, now let us go to the next picture. It's okay, Ben, said Mom. We will still have fun. Ben made a face. So what is Mom telling here? So I want to know something. That's why I asked you. What was Mom telling here? Means I am asking to know about something. What Mom told. So what did Mom say? It's okay, Ben. Mom said that it's okay, Ben. We will still have fun. So how are they going to have fun without father? Because always fathers go on work, but still mother takes care of us and she makes us to be happy. So here mother wants to be with Ben and she wants to make him happy. Ben made a face. Means here made a face. It is a group of words, phrase. It means that his face, can you observe? He became sad because father is going away. So whenever we are happy, sad or any emotion in our face, if we see through expressions, show through expressions, in such situations we can use the word made a face to anyone. We can say father made a face, daughter made a face, the boy made a face. Like that we can use the group of words like that. Okay. Now let us move to the next page, page number 24. Can you see the page number 24? We have two pictures. Now see near the first picture. Fun without dad. Now who do you think is asking this question? Ben. Ben is asking his mother, how come I have fun without dad? So these two words means fun, question mark, without dad, question mark. So these sentences, this mean that how come I enjoy without my father? Now see, what did the mother say? So we want to know what mother said. That's why I asked the question, what did the mother said? Okay. Now, why don't you write a letter to Santa Claus? Said mom. Now what did mother say? Why don't you write a letter to Santa Claus? Now she is asking to know the reason why you are not writing. If you write a letter to Santa Claus, normally we have a belief that Santa Claus will solve our wish. Means if we have any wish, he tries to solve that. So she is asking to write a letter to Santa Claus so that he can solve his problem. Now see the next picture. So now see, Ben is thinking about something. What does he want? For Christmas, he want to ask Santa Claus something. Santa Claus is going to fulfill his wish. So he is trying to write a letter. Now see, what is he thinking about? What he is thinking? Can you see the pictures? A car is there, a toy, shoes, cake, train. Okay, now read it. What did he want for Christmas? Now what did he want for Christmas? Is it a car? A train? A puppy? Chocolate cake? New shoes? So what do you think he want? We don't know what he really wants. So let us see the next page, page number 25. Can you see there are two pictures here also. So let us see the first picture. He wanted all of this, but most of all, he wanted dad to be home. Means in his mind, he want all. Means normally children likes the toys, puppies, car, chocolates, cakes and everything. But more than that, really if we think, more than that, what we want? So here, what does Ben want? Now children, think yourself really what you want in your mind. Do you really want all this? Are they really necessary in our life? Okay, let us see what is Ben's opinion. He wanted all of these. Means he also want this. But mostly what does he want now? To enjoy, to have fun. First he want his father. He want his dad to be at home along with him. So what do you think he will write for Santa Claus? Okay, let us see the next picture. Ben wrote his letter to Santa. He put it under his pillow. Then he shut his eyes and wished hard. Now, what did Ben write to Santa? Ben wrote a letter to Santa, children. So if we want to know something, we want to use the word what. Now, he put it under his pillow. What did he put under his pillow? So answer is, he put a letter under his pillow. We can use where also to ask the place. Where did Ben put his letter? Then we can say the place. The place is under his pillow. That is a place. Okay. What did Ben do after putting the letter under his pillow? So that is also one type of question we can ask to know the something. Okay. Okay. Now let us go to the next page. Page number 26. So Ben wished. Now what happened? Let us see. The next morning when Ben was eating breakfast, he heard a car coming in. Who could it be? So question, who could it be? It means we are asking, we are inquiring about the person who would have come in the car. Now we can ask some more questions like, when did the car came? The car came when Ben was eating the breakfast. What happened the next morning? So such questions we can frame even by these 4 lines. Okay. Now let us move to the next line. It was Dad. Ben couldn't believe it. Can you see? After Dad, what is there? It is not full stop, not question mark. It is called exclamatory mark. This is used when we are surprised or any other emotion. So it was Dad. Now Ben is thinking that Dad won't come, but when Dad came, how will be his situation? Something surprised. That's why there is an exclamatory mark. So it was Dad. Ben couldn't believe it. So he is surprised here. It was snowing too much, said Dad. We couldn't fly in this weather. So what happened? Why did father came back? Why? We want to know the reason. So what is the reason there? They were unable to fly because of the snow. Since in the snow the planes cannot fly, that's why that plane was cancelled and he returned back. And he said that he couldn't fly. Means he couldn't go to Australia in this weather because of the snow. So do you think Ben's wish is fulfilled? Yes, Ben's wish was fulfilled. He prayed to God to send his father back to have fun on the Christmas. Now see what happened. Yippee means it is a word which we use to express the happiness. When we want to express the happiness, we can use the word yippee. It is an, can you see the exclamatory mark beside that? Yes, these are the sentences we express with happiness. His wish had come true, and that Christmas, Ben and Dad built the biggest snowman ever. Now, what did they do? Do you want to know the reason? Do you want to know something? Yes, they built a biggest snowman. Okay. Now, children, can you tell me how many characters are there in this? There are 3 characters. Ben, his father, and his mother. Can you tell me the timing? When did this story take place? Yes, it is in the month of December, because Christmas comes in the month of December. This story would have taken place in the month of December. Do you think really, is it a real thing happened? We can't say, because the author said that this is a realistic fiction, means it happens something in our life, such situations that we think that our parents must stay with us or someone, or we think we want to stay with our friends, but it couldn't happen. So in the same way, author thought a story, an imagination, and he had written. So it might be real, but it is a fiction, because we can't say a person, a character exists like Ben. Okay. So here we can see the setting is a city. It is not a village or something. We can see a house, very big. Okay. Now children, try to frame many questions basing on this. Try to ask many questions even in your daily life while you are doing something. Try to frame many questions using these words like what, where, why, who, when, so that you can understand how to use these words and frame the questions. Okay. Now let us move to our volume. Now open page number 21 in your volume. Asking questions. Now see the first question. Write 3 questions for each picture. One is done for you. Now see the first one. First one is an example which the author completed for you. Okay, in your book that is an example. So by seeing the picture, 3 questions. Who, about a person. What, to know something. When, about the timing. Okay. Can you see a sentence given above? Ben does his homework after school. In that you can see Ben is about a person. After school, it is a timing, and what he is doing means something he is doing. Does his homework means it is a work he is doing. So basing on these three things, they asked us the three questions. Who does homework after school? So Ben does his homework after school. Now, does his homework. Basing on this, we can say, what does Ben do after school? Now, after school is a timing. So, when does Ben do his homework? So, basing on one sentence given there, they asked us three questions. Okay? Now, let us see the second question. I go to school at 8 o'clock. Means they are telling that I go to school at 8 o'clock. Can you see there? About a person, where the person is going, and timing, everything is given there. Can you see? I is about a person, go to school is the work he does, and at 8 o'clock is the timing given. So basing on this, you can ask the question who, where, and when. Who comes first? About a person, where, know about the place, when is about timing. So basing on this, complete your second question. Now let us move to our third question. My mother buys vegetables every Tuesday. Now basing on this, who is about a person? Now find out the person. So basing on that, the other things you can write in the question. What? What means to know about something, to know the thing. So that's why what they are doing here, the work they are doing is buying vegetables. So basing on that, you complete that one. Now next one is when. When means timing. So according to that, what can you see the time there? Basing on that, leave that time and other words you frame as a question. Children, basing on this, you complete your volume and send a pic through the WhatsApp.